off on talking about trolls band together. Now this is, and Sharon, I know this is like kryptonite for you because this is animation, and you're not going anywhere near that. And
No,
also, I don't even think you have, I don't even think the
I have
young,
seen Frozen.
yeah, you've seen Frozen, yeah, but
Is it like the
Frozen is,
trolls from Frozen? Oh, they're not the trolls in Frozen
they
then.
are not the trolls from Frozen. This is a whole
Oh,
different
okay.
thing. This is a whole. If you want to get into who owns what IP, tr- um, Frozen is Disney, Trolls is DreamWorks. So this is from the same
Oh,
people from the same studio that gave you Shrek and stuff like that.
are they
And
the sticky up haired trolls?
they are the
The
sticky
insect
up hair
toys?
trolls, like the ones that you can
Ah,
get on the end of pens and stuff like that. I'm not entirely
yes.
sure what they, oh, but that's what they look like, and they
Yeah.
have a sort of like a very sort of fluffy, cuddly aesthetic to them.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think any of the kids in your life are young enough to have even dragged you along to this film.
Oh,
But this is the third Trolls movie, which I was kind of, I know.
there's three of them.
There's three of them. There's three of them. This is the third Trolls movie, and and I think that these things follow a sort of certain pattern. The first Trolls movie comes out and is like a bit, oh yeah, it does something. Oh, we made enough money. We made loads of money. Let's make a second one. And by the time you get to the third one, I don't really think the plot matters. And you have all these characters. You have Poppy and you have Branch, and these are things that people, that kids of a certain age. I think like my nephew, no, not my nephew, my nieces. Definitely, my nieces are the right age. They were at the age where this caught them, and they loved Trolls. They loved the Trolls thing. They talk about, oh, Poppy and Branch and all that. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I have a very, very, very fuzzy idea of what these characters are and everything. But Poppy is a troll princess. Branch was a troll who was voiced by Justin Timberlake, is all I can say. And in this third film, what you find out is that Branch, he's gone from the sort of outcast to being to going out with the princess, and you find out that he used to, being in fact that he was. If I say the name Justin Timberlake to you, Sharon, does it mean anything?
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard of him. I don't. I've seen him act, but I
Hmm.
haven't heard. I know principally he was like a singer, but
Yes.
I don't know any of his music.
Okay, cool, good, good. Well done, well done. I'll give you a lot of stars for that. But so Justin Timberlake, he first came to public consciousness in a boy band called NSYNC. And the thing with the Trolls franchise, from what I can get to, it's always about the pop music. So the Trolls have this poppy aesthetic, and there's always pop songs playing all the way through all the films and all that kind of stuff. And so in this film, you find out that the character voiced by Justin Timberlake used to be part of a boy band which had five members. And there's a whole plot in there about the fact that they were all brothers. He was the youngest one of all of them. And the oldest one was obsessed with them getting the perfect family harmony. And the perfect family harmony was so wonderful that it's the only thing that can shatter Diamond. They give you that thing. It turns out that years later he's grown up. His brothers have disbanded because they had a show that went disastrously wrong when they failed to get the perfect family harmony. And it turns out that one of their brothers is now trapped by some people who are stealing, some talentless hacks who are stealing his talent so that they can become famous. And they have trapped him in a glass made of,
Diamonds.
yes. So the so the older
Golly, these
brother,
people are geniuses.
I know. So, so, so the older brother has gone around to put his brothers back together. Very Jackson Five. Every, I think Jackson Five
Yeah,
has sort of like the archetypal boy band, and like everybody since then has kind of copied the
yeah.
Jackson Five. But that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with, to put them together, and then the show, it becomes a kind of like, we're putting the band together thing where we've got to go here and get that guy. You have to go there and get that guy. We've got to go there and get that guy. But it doesn't. And this is a film that, like, the thing is, okay, ADHD is a condition that I do not know that much about, and so I am loath to sort of speak about it flippantly, but this is a film that flits around and throws so much color at you, and it's so mad and it's so mental. And I imagine that there's some people who might watch it and might just need to have a lie down after about 5 minutes
Take
of
a
this.
time out afterwards. Yeah.
Oh no, seriously, take a time out after, because like, what is going on? There is so much craziness going on, and there is actually a little bit of inventiveness in this, because the way the musical numbers are staged, I actually quite like the way they use music. I like the way they use music. There's some inventiveness in there. That they've put some thoughts into it, and especially because it's all animated, they can go as crazy as possibly as they want. So I think that bit of it I quite like. but I feel like it's very, having not watched the first two, I'm watching this one feeling like, okay, I think there's a law of diminishing returns here, because they have all these characters, and it's something I think that happens particularly in DreamWorks films. It happened in the Shrek movies as well, which the third one of which also stars Justin Timberlake. But where you have all these characters that you've met in the first couple of films, and they add in all these other characters in, but then you feel as if there's no time for anybody. So you have Poppy, who's voiced by Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick is a world famous actress. She's a very good actress. And when I think about it, I'm like, really? Honestly, at one point I had to check that there was actually Anna Kendrick doing the voice, because I'm thinking, for what she has to do in this film, you could have gotten a sound alike and just put her in there.
Got AI to do it.
Yeah, you could have got a sound alike to sort that out. They bring in Camila Cabello to play a whole thing, because while Branch is reconnecting with his brothers, you find out that Poppy has a sister that she never knew that she had, that has miraculously shown up in the third film, and you're like, okay, cool, okay, fine.
Oh.
Okay, okay, I get this. There are some things to be said about Fame, because the bad guys of the film are essentially like, the worst contestants you could find on X Factor or something like that, and who are trying to steal somebody else's talent so that they could do something with it. And I just, it's not what you would call good, but it is what. Essentially, this is the kind of film that if you have a particularly sort of like young person in your life, you take them to the screen and they will sit down and they will be wrapped, and and that is what this film is designed to do. This film is designed to hold the attention of 3-year-olds. That is it. So, oh, here's this thing. Oh no, oh, there's another thing. Oh, shiny. Let's move. and even the way when they put in the band together, they don't even. It's like, we're going here. Okay, cool. We've met this person. Oh, we've been here 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, that's enough. We will wrap it up. Let's go. Next person. Next place. Next rainbow colored thing that we need to throw at the screen. And the storyline. I mean, from what I told you, you can guess the entire storyline of what happens in this film. What happens, when does it happen, what goes on, blah, blah, blah. They bring back some characters who I don't think were major characters in the first film, but they bring them back and give them like a random storyline that could go. Anyway, I don't know why I'm trying to critically assess this thing. That's not what this thing is for. They've probably done their market research and said that character was very, very well liked by young children from the ages of between the ages of 2 and 7, and so that character is coming back even if they have nothing to do. And all in all, I think I would have to give this a 3 out of 5. Because if I was trying to be critical about it, I'll be like, oh, it's probably just only a 2. But the truth is, come on, this is not a film that's supposed to be critically appraised. This is a film that's supposed to keep the attention of 3-year-olds while their parents fall asleep in the seat next to them. And does it do that? Yes, it does. It definitely keeps their attention. I mean, it might be too loud for the parents to fall asleep, but still, that's what it does. And for that, I'll say, well done. It's a 3 out of 5. Although I'm pretty sure if I went back to watch the first film, I would find more in it, because I feel like they have. This. Without having seen the first two, this feels like laws of diminishing returns, and the way the story is.
It feels like a sequel. You could just tell. It
feels like a sequel. It feels like a sequel where they have gotten lazy. Quite frankly, without watching the first two, it has all the hallmarks of sequel where people making the film have gotten lazy. And that is it. 3 stars for Trolls Band Together. Take the young person in your life. They will love it. You will get a very expensive nap.